Hey Glam Fam, welcome back to Ginatopia. Remember, if you've not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. And sorry about that, my cat is knocking my camera. Anyway, today we're going to be discussing eyeshadow primers and why you should be wearing them. I have a new Lorac eyeshadow primer here that I'm going to be testing, but not today. I also have the Too Faced eyeshadow primer, my Holy Grail eyeshadow primer, which is the Avon eyeshadow primer, which comes in a pot. And today we're really going to be discussing the Ulta Beauty eyeshadow primer in matte. Now, the reason you should wear an eyeshadow primer is for a couple of reasons. Number one, it keeps your eyeshadow from creasing, especially if you have oily lids. And number two, it makes your eyeshadow last a long time, at least 12 hours, even the cheapest eyeshadows. So I have been using the Ulta Beauty Matte Eyeshadow Primer for about a month. And I really like this eyeshadow primer. It is, this one is a tinted one, and I prefer a tinted eyeshadow primer. And the reason you want a tinted eyeshadow primer is because if you have discoloration on your lids, like I do, it will erase that discoloration and give you a nice base to apply your eyeshadow to. Now, there's a lot of eyeshadows that have primers that have shimmers to them, or aren't as tinted, and they don't give you a good coverage on your eyelid. But you want something that really just takes away all that discoloration, or camouflages it, so that you've got a good base to start your eyeshadow on. Now, I've already got eyeshadow on this eye over here. This is from my Modern Renaissance palette, and I've already prepped the eye and put, before I put my eyeshadow on. So now I have my eyeshadow primer on my eye, and this is the Ulta Beauty. This eyeshadow primer, I think, is $18. I'll check that price and put it down below. It really does last. It makes, like I said, even the cheapest eyeshadows last for a really long time. I have tested this out with my high dollar eyeshadows, and I have tested this out with Dollar Tree eyeshadows, and they all last at least 12 hours using this eyeshadow primer. So I had no creasing, long wear, and I like the fact that this eyeshadow primer is matte, plus it's also tinted, so it color corrects the discoloration on my eyelid. Now, you also want to go in and set your eyeshadow powder or your eyeshadow primer once you use it. And there's a couple of different ways you can do that. You can use your translucent powder to set it, whatever type of translucent powder you may use, or you can go in with whatever eyeshadow you're using and take a large brush. Now, I never have anything on this brush other than a light color, and go into your lightest shade in your palette and just cover your whole lid with that eyeshadow, and that just sets your eyeshadow primer. Once you have done that, you are ready to start applying your eyeshadow. And I guarantee you, at least with the Avon eyeshadow primer and this Ulta Beauty eyeshadow primer, you're going to get at least 12 hour wear out of your eyeshadow. And I'm talking about from inexpensive eyeshadows to high-end eyeshadows. Plus, you're going to get no creasing if you have hooded eyelids like I do. And I highly recommend the Ulta Beauty eyeshadow primer. So, like I said, I've been using this for about a month. You can see how much I've used out of this tube. And I think it's an excellent product. So if you're looking for a good, reasonably priced eyeshadow primer, check out the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer. Until the next time, remember, share the love, not the hate. Check out your eyeshadow primers at your local Ulta Beauty or Sephora, or even check with your Avon representative, because Avon does have a good eyeshadow primer in their little pot. And that's it for today on eyeshadow primers. And I love you. See you on the flip side.